Ramona fans, we are here with a huge game of rivalry, a divisional game, and a chance to take over the division yet again. We have two great quarterbacks, Sean Bowe, Kyron Jones, going to go at it today as the modern day Monarchs are going to face the Ramona Rams in a huge grudge match. Both these teams don't seem to very much like each other, as you already know. Ramona came in this year with a mindset of not going 0-2, going into Santa Ana and taking the win. How are you feeling on their chances at winning today at the Riverside Stadium?
You know, they found a way to win on the road last time, and now coming back home where, the last 2-3 games we played, a rough loss last week, but looking to bounce back here, and no better way to do it than against a divisional opponent.
Absolutely. We'll see Ramona start with the ball, as we saw last time they played this team. They went up 17-0 at halftime, and then it seemed like everything just fell apart. Modern Day went and scored 11 straight unanswered points after the halftime, and luckily Ramona comes out with the win 17-14, but not a good look at all. But we'll see what they can do this time. As here goes the return. It's at the 27-yard line, and here comes Kyron Jones with a chip on his shoulder. He's played a lot of sophomore quarterbacks this season. He's played Hillcox. He's played Sean Bowe for the second time now. And next week we'll get to see him play against Nasir Blackwell. As you see the stats there, 17 touchdowns, 7 receptions. Still playing like a great quarterback. Unfortunately, he's fell in the passing touchdown area after not throwing one for the last 2 weeks. But we hope to see him get back to form here in this drive.
He'll drop back here, and he's absolutely swarmed there by the D-line of Modern Day. Kahuku, I believe, getting the sack there. Isaac Kahuku blows by his own lineman, finds a way to get to Drones, and down he'll go for a pretty significant loss here. Not what you want to see to start your first drive of the day. Ideally, you know, your O-line is locked in from the go. It did not appear so here. 2nd and 20 coming up. Drones. They're all out wide here. 3 to his left, 2 to his right. Taking the snap. He's going to take off himself up the middle, and he'll be stuffed up at the 20 for a gain of 3. It's going to be 3rd and 17 coming up here on 3rd down.
Very interesting play call. It looks very similar to how Modern Day played their first game against Ramona this year, when Bowe was just taking off on a lot of unconventional runs you wouldn't expect to see. As Drone's going to go down again. D-line is swarming today.
Yeah, Parks getting that sack, and not the opening drive you want to see for the Rams, as they're almost certainly sending the punt team out here. And it's going to set up really solid field position here for Modern Day. And the punt is away. A solid punt, going to be back down to the Modern Day 40. And Bowe about to come out and try to lead his team down the field. You know, they're hoping to see their offense playing as well as their defense here. As we see Sean Bowe's stats, 19 touchdowns to 7 picks, 2,700 yards. You know, very similar stats between the two quarterbacks here today, both top 10 in their respective categories. And as we see here, lining up, he's got 3 to his left. Looking for the snap. He'll take it. Dropping back, a clean pocket. He rolls out. He'll dump off, and it's out of bounds as he throws the ball away there. You know, what are keys for this Ramona defense to make sure that they're able to pick up stops in this game and prevent one of the better offenses in the league?
Yeah, when you look at the stats, these teams are very similar, as you said, quarterback-wise, but also just defensively. So you see a huge sack there to force the incompletion. Both teams very similar, as Modern Day comes away with more of the lead defensively, as they are 4th in opponent rush yards with 74. Ramona not that far behind with 74.5. And I think that's going to be the key, as you just saw there, just containing the quarterback and keeping him inside the pocket. Bowe has been able to make some big plays, as he looks to be targeting DeVincent there, his marquee tight end, who's played very well this season, 75 receptions for 728 receiving yards and 6 touchdowns. So good year for him and a great transfer, I would expect, that they were happy to have. And Ramona's going to go ahead and start back off with this ball at the 25-yard line. Yeah, I think, like I said, the defense just got to be smart, got to play and keep the quarterback contained. And it's going to be up to this man, Anton Bowe, on offense.
Yeah, back-to-back 3-and-outs, one for each offense here as the Rams and Kyron Drones retake the field, looking for the snap here. He'll drop back, a clean pocket, looking. He's going to take off for himself, and he'll slide down after a gain of 7. And good awareness there from Drones, not risking a bad throw, taking what's given to him, and setting up a 2nd and short here. Ready again, play clock's winding down. Drones with the snap, looks to throw. Throws the check down across the middle, and it'll be a 1st down there up to the 39-yard line. A solid short throw there. And, that was important, especially after the last drive. Going 3-and-out's very demoralizing, and in order to just bounce back, it's pretty big for an offense. And here's the snap here, and it goes to Anton Bowe, the big man, up the middle for a gain of 6. A good rush there. And he's, as you were saying, a big part of this offensive game plan. When Anton Bowe is rolling, this offense is rolling. And Kyron Drones here. Stepping back, he'll throw. Gets, I believe, Grant, but he'll fumble. And I believe Ramona has recovered the ball there. Almost a very costly mistake on this drive. Luckily, they're able to jump back on it. Grant gets hit hard, drops the ball. It's on the ground for what seems like forever before Ramona is able to jump back on top. And, that's something that this modern-day defense does really well, getting takeaways.
Absolutely, and they are a great team, great defensive team, as you said, great in takeaways as well. This team is actually first in the least amount of they let up the least amount of points in the league. So that tells you how much you need to know about this defense. Not to mention the familiar face, You Suck, who transferred to Modern Day. His stats on the season with his 10 sacks, his 47 tackles, 22 tackles for loss, and his 2 forced fumbles that he both recovered. There's Bowe, good run there. He had a decent game, 13 carries, 48 yards last game. We're going to hope to see that he can play better than he did last week. They're going to need that this game, and especially play better than he did last time he played this team. As here's Drones. He's going to roll out, and he's got enough room to get the first and then some. He's going to go down at the 35-yard line. And now this offense seems to really be finding the groove here as they are 4th in rush yards. You love to see that, both from Drones and from Bowe. 1,058 rushing yards is pretty good for an offense.
Yeah, it's a big part of why they're able to be so good and so deceptive as an offense. But Jones will drop back here, throws the drag for about a 5-yard completion. It's going to go down for it. But that dual threat ability, they can throw the ball and beat you doing it that way. They can pound the rock and beat you that way. As it looks like that's the strategy they're going to go with here. Drones under center. I'll take the snap. Play action pass. Drones rolling, and down he goes. The 3rd sack of the day for Modern Day. Puts it to 3rd and 14, and now they're pushing the boundaries of field goal range here. And, that's part of the reason this modern-day defense is so good. Wallaby Warbles gets there, and they're great at not allowing points, and it's mostly, honestly, because of this impactful D-line, blowing up plays, and even when they're not getting sacks, just forcing that pressure and making quarterbacks make bad decisions. As we're going to see a 3rd and 14 here. Drones takes the snap. He drops back. Rolling out to his right. Drones hit. Down he goes. Another sack there by You Suck in his revenge game here against his former team. 4th and 24. Well out of field goal range now. And a rough end of what was a fantastic drive being put together by Ramona. And they'll punt it away here, hoping to pin him deep. Looks like they'll get him down to the 11-yard line. And, this offense here, led by Bowe, is going to have to come up with an answer here. Their defense has been getting good stops for them. And all you can hope is that they can go down the field and score here.
Absolutely. I think they're going to start here under center. It's going to be very important that they give Bowe some confidence in his passing and his rushing. There he goes. He tries to throw. There goes Caden Jones. And looks like maybe Kareem Dembele there to draw that ball loose and cause an incompletion. Yeah, 0 total yards already on the day. You can't have that if you're an offense. You got to move the rock. You got to move the ball a little bit. But this defense has made a great job of staying close to these receivers and, keeping it very hard for him to just find any pass lanes. Since there goes the run there. It's 5 yards there for Williams, who also had a very similar game to had a very similar game to Anton Bowe last time they played. His 13 carries for 46 yards. So, both defenses have done their jobs in both games they played, as you expect in a rivalry game. As there goes the pass there to DeVincent. He's going to get the first down.
And that's a big play there to prevent another 3-and-out there, and hopefully to give some juice to this offense who really hasn't shown flashes of what they can be so far. Under center, here is Bo. He'll drop back in the handoff, and he'll be met. And he's dropped for a gain of 2. A good stop there from Simmons, and that's another thing. This Ramona defense, maybe not as high up the leaderboards as this modern day defense, but Ramona's defense gets it done. And here's the snap from Bo. A clean pocket. Rolling out, he'll throw it away there. Didn't like what he saw coming at him. And that's another thing. These corners and these DBs on this Ramona defense, so good in coverage. And, it makes opposing quarterbacks have to pick and choose between throwing that contested one-on-one ball. As he'll drop back here, rolls out to his right, and down he goes! Carter Hart with the sack. And they're going to force the second punt of the day for Modern Day. Both of these defenses have shown up in big moments here as Carter Hart finds a way to get home and bring down Sean Bowe.
That's a great game. He's been lights out ever since that week 5. He's just continued to pile on and come in and be just a spark on that edge. As you already know, the inside guys with Simmons, who's continued to push the pocket, it just makes it so much easier when you have a guy like Carter Hart just chase down a quarterback. As there goes the punt, almost blocked there. It's still going to get pretty deep as they get it back at Ramona's 39-yard line. And Kyron Jones has to answer. He's taking some very questionable sacks. It reminds me back to that Alito game and then also that DePaul game where he's just been taking a lot of just sacks through the play action, hasn't really trusted his reads. As this time he does, finds Ryan Williams. But yeah, he's got to go set his feet and make the throw. He did a little bit of happy feet back there sometimes, and he's struggling to make throws that he routinely makes that he's routinely made regularly in this season.
And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter here, and you're right. He's great, and it almost looks like he wants to just take off and run for it. And when doing so, he hesitates as he's looking for a last option, and it leads to him taking some sacks that, he could either toss the ball away or, just take off himself and have picked up a couple yards. And, that's part of the learning curve here coming into his sophomore season, hoping he can continue to grow out of that as he's under center here. And he'll take the snap. Another play action pass. There's the drag. It's held on to for the first down. Took a big hit as he caught the ball, but Banks with the sure hands secures the first down there. Drones back under center. Looking, play clock winding down. He'll hand off to Bo, who's met at the line. He'll shake off one tackle and pick up a 2-yard gain there. Could have been a tackle for loss if Bo didn't shrug that one off. 2nd and 8 now. Drones takes the snap. Dumps it off down low to Anton Bowe, and down Bowe will go for a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 5. Likely looking at a pass here. 3 to his left is Drones. Looking. He'll take the snap. Drones. The pocket falls apart, and down he'll go. New Suck gets home again. On his former quarterback, it's 4th and 20. And a punt likely upcoming here. And you Suck playing with a vengeance as Kyron Jones' O-line doesn't bring it together. And he'll be brought down for a loss of 15. And the punt team is going to come back out on the field here.
Very sore sight to see him in a red and white jersey. But you got to start to wonder, what's going on in these third downs. It's just the execution has not been there overall as a team. They've continued to let up some very crucial sacks. Not just this game, as I said, last 2 games we've seen, they've just let up some very questionable sacks and haven't given Kyron Jones a chance to really settle in and get there. As we see Modern Day is going to try to get the ball to their receiving leader there, Jacob Kissling, already 900 yards in the season. Very spectacular season for a wide receiver as he's leading the charts. And, you expect to see him get the ball here, but the Ramona DBs have not made it easy for him at all. So hopefully they try to find a better scheme. As there they find DeVincent right over the middle for 7 yards, weak on the tackle. But, yeah.
Yeah, good play to start the drive right there from deep in their own territory here. Sean Bowe takes the snap, dropping back. A quick throw is caught over the middle for the first down. And a tight window throw is completed. And it'll keep the drive going here as Sean Bowe looking to string together some of those more quick completions to get some confidence going here early in this game. And here he'll take the snap. Dropping back, another throw over the middle. Caught and completed for 6 yards. And, this is as an offense what you need to do. If you're struggling, you got to find those quick throws. You got to build that confidence up so you can get back to your game. And that's exactly what they're doing here in Mater Dei. Under center here. Dropping back. Almost gets sacked, but makes the completion. And that'll be another first down. And Mater Dei is rolling here.
He's making very smart reads. He's already found his, as we said, the receiving leader, Kisling, twice in a row. And then he finds Fulwick, who's an up-and-coming player who's found his stride recently in recent games as well. So here's the play action. He's going to go out to Williams, and he's going to be brought down at the 3-yard line. Great defense.
Yeah, way to stay with the man. Rico recognizes the play, gets out there, makes the tackle. 2nd and 7 coming up here. Bo takes the snap. Handoff there to Williams, and he'll be stuffed for just a gain of 2, forcing a 3rd and 5. And both these teams, when it gets down to 3rd down, have not performed well. And, I mean, it's a testament to how good these defenses are, especially when it comes to the clutch moments, is Bo taking the snap here, dropping back, and he's just got to throw the ball away. And like we said, just nothing there. Felt the pocket collapsing and just has to throw it away. You can see he's frustrated here. But the punt team on its way out. 6 drives in this game so far, 6 punts. I mean, if you're the DC of either of these two teams, you're loving it. The OC, not so much. And, what are some adjustments that this Ramona offense is going to have to make here to get going in this second quarter?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is you see here they already have tried something different. They're going to put Hogan out there in the slot this time. Yeah, like you said, just similar to what they're doing on the Mater Dei side. You got to go with the short routes. You find your receiver there. Your hot target, Deshaun Banks, already has 21 yards there on the out route. But you got to continue to do that. You got to try to find the man over there on the left side, lined up one-on-one, J-Bo. You want to try to just find your key targets, your guys that you want to get the ball to. Is there? He tried to find Ryan Williams, who's made catches like that during the season, but doesn't make that one. 3rd and 2. But you got to be smarter. You got to lean on, not like your run game. You got to lean on it. But you also have to just try to give Kyron Jones some time. He's been able to make the reads, but he hasn't had the time. And there, down goes Bo, and another punt.
Yeah, Bo gets absolutely jammed up there before the line of scrimmage, and just woeful 3rd down execution from both of these teams. And, Courant, with the difficult decision, you either block one guy and let the other one through or take a holding penalty there. Probably makes the smart decision, just hopes Bo can win the one-on-one. He can't, and away goes the punt. And it feels like we've said that a lot today because we have. A good punt, though, gets it way down there to the 19-yard line, and Mater Dei back out on the field. And Sean Bo looking to hopefully add a spark to his offense here. Where it's going to take one big play in this game to get one of these offenses going. Somebody's going to break off a run. Somebody's going to shake a tackle and get a 10, 15-yard gain. And I feel like whatever team does that first is going to find success today. As here's a handoff to Williams, and he'll be stuffed by Wika for a 1-yard gain. And it's just been tough sledding for both of these offenses today, as both of these defenses have just locked in. And, this game is going to be won in the battle of the trenches. Dropping back here is Bo. He'll find the drag to his tight end. 3rd and 1 now. Could we see a 3rd down completion here? Both teams have only made it once. Bo under center. Takes the snap. Play action pass. The flat, for a first down. Michkov makes the tackle. But that's what you need to do here, especially as the second quarter is starting to melt away. Just make sure you're finding your completions and working your way at least down into field goal range, knowing how this game is gone for both sides. And just try and put some points on the board before the half. As Bo, once again, throws out to his running back, but tackled for loss there. A great play by Dembele to force a 2nd and 11. This will likely bring us down to the 2-minute warning here. And not very often you see a game 0-0 heading into the 2-minute warning of the first half, but both of these defenses have just been on it today.
Yeah, this has been a testament of a divisional game. You can't talk about it enough how much these games matter. As we said, this is for the division title. These are the games you get up to play. And as you see, both defenses are getting up to play. The offenses not so much. But both defenses know what's on the line. Both defenses want to win this game. As there goes Bo. He's going to take a huge run and a huge hit for it, but gets the first down as they're going to call their first timeout. But yeah, these are the games you get up to play. These are the games that both teams manage and they coach, game plan, and they scout for. And these are, as you said, familiar opponents. You know, Mater Dei's looking to try to take a 3-1 lead over Ramona. Ramona's looking to even up the score. So it's going to be I think it's going to be a hard-fought game for the rest of this game.
Big play action pass there gets completed, and they're finally working their way into field goal range here. Just got to make sure they're managing the clock as we tick down past 1 minute 20 seconds to go. And a great throw there by Bo, finding his guy in the soft spot, and really just leading a drive to help his team out here as we tick down towards 1 minute. Bo's got a 3 to his left, dropping back, looking. He'll throw the flat. And tackled there for a gain of 5, and the clock is going to continue to tick here. Looking down to 30 seconds remaining in the half. Bo taking the snap, looking, throws deep and swatted away.
Kajante Young.
A fantastic play there to force 3rd and 5 here with 26 seconds to go. Bo looking for some magic here, dropping back, rolling, thrown, and in his feet, incomplete. And this Ramona D likely going to hold them to 3 points here. 4th and 5 coming up with 22 seconds to go. And, just a fantastic half. A great drive put together there by Mater Dei just stalls out due to the fantastic defensive work as that kick is up and good. But, it's been a dogfight today, and it is the essence of divisional football. It could be the best team in the league versus the worst team, and divisional football is going to be a 2-score game. And they're going to run this out of the back of the end zone here. An interesting decision instead of taking the knee to get to the 30. But they're going to come out swinging here, it looks like. Drones, 3 to his left. Dropping back, but he'll hand it off to Bo, who looked like he was going to break one there. 4-yard gain, and they'll walk this down. And they'll choose to go to the second half, down 3-0 in this tight divisional contest.
Here we are coming out of halftime, 3-0 game. It's a rain game. I believe every game they've played has been a rain game at this point. It's been insane. But here they are. Bo, as you said earlier, led his team down the field, got himself a field goal. And now they're up 3-0. So do you play safe or do you got to go and score again?
Personally, I think you got to try your best to drive down the field and score again. As much as your defense is holding strong, realistically, 3 points isn't going to win you a football game here. And it's looking like that's their philosophy here. 2 to both sides for Bo. And he'll hand it off here. Met at the line, but he'll shake it off and pick up 5. A great run there from Williams. Is going to set them up well ahead of the change here for second down. Looking in the bench formation here. Bo. Motions out wide. Takes the snap. Play action. Quick throw. A flag is down. The catch made. We'll see what it is. The penalty marker down. An eligible man downfield is going to bring back this pass. And that is a rough pill to swallow here if you're Mater Dei, as you start to drive down the field. And now this is going to push what was going to be a 1st and 10, 20 yards down the field to a 2nd and 10. Looking now. No back in the backfield as Bo drops back. He'll throw a quick out. A hit. And he'll hang on. Make it 3rd and 5. This dreaded 3rd down. These teams have struggled today to find completions and find conversions here on 3rd down. Now, here's Bo and Mater Dei hoping to string together a 3rd down completion. Dropping back, he'll throw over the middle, and it's caught. A big hit by Michkov, but able to hang on to the ball there is Kisling. And this drive for Mater Dei is going to continue. A great throw over the middle. You'd like the linebacker, Kawika Wika, to try and get his hands up on that ball. You see it flies right over top his head. And a great job there by Kisling to hang on to that football, as it's not easy when you're getting ran into by all 6'2", 225 or whatever Michkov it is. As here's the snap for Bo. Drops back, clean pocket, falls apart, it's swatted away. A good defensive stop there. Bounces off his hands, hoping. Maybe I think he was thinking touchdown there too early. didn't really process the fact he had to actually catch the ball. But a good stop nonetheless. 2nd and 10 as Bo takes the snap. Dropping back. A short completion over the middle. He'll break through. And it's going to be 3rd and 1. They'll stop him just shy here. And it almost looked like Carter Hart had almost broken through there around the edge. Got stuffed up. And they'll jump here. Looks like it'll be a false start. And this offense, these penalties are killing Mater Dei right now. They had a 1st down called back earlier, and now a 3rd and short comes to 3rd and 6. Just a rough scenario here as Bo drops back. No pocket, he's hit as he throws. Incomplete, Kowika gets home. And another punt coming here. You know, no drive has ended in anything but a kick so far. And rough going again as here comes the punt. And Ramona's going to have a chance to come down the field and even the score or take the lead here. They'll start with the ball up at their own 20. And, you know, coming into this second half, no offensive success so far for Ramona. What do you want to see them change here in their game plan to get them going?
Yeah, I think most importantly, you got to start off. You got to get Bo. You got to get Bo hot. You got to come out with a 2 tight end set. Try to just hammer the ball down the field. At least try. You know, it's a rain game. You haven't really found your footing offensively, and you just need something. As there you go. You find your running back and get you 9 yards. You got to continue to just lean on him and just hope that you can get him going. Give him a crack toss. Get his speed. Get him going outside the edge. Get him going outside the numbers. Something that's just going to get him juiced up, because when he runs for big runs, it gets the whole offense going. And as you see there, look, you go for a big run and then you get a play action to Ryan Williams and you make a big completion, and now you're moving the ball. This is what you want to see. This is the Ramona offense that we're used to seeing. Love to see it. Hope they keep it up.
A great play action call there, especially after Bo rips a big run. You're thinking on 2nd and 1st, they're obviously going to go back to the well. They don't. Ryan Williams, with his sheer speed and athleticism, finds a way to get open there, getting a 1st down and onto the Mater Dei half of the field here. Kyron Jones under center. He'll take it here, hands off to Bo, and he'll be met at the line of scrimmage for no gain there. But that can't have you shy away from the run game. You got to stay on it. You got to keep pounding the rock. If you don't run the football, the pass game can't be opened up here. Under center again. Another handoff to Bo, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. A rip 15-yard gain there for Anton Bo. And that's why you have to stick with your guns. You know what you have in the backfield. You know you have a guy who could be a top-tier elite running back. And sometimes you just got to put the ball in his hands and trust him as he converts a big 1st down there. And they'll go right back to him. And again, ripping a 10-yard rush again. Anton Bo up to 60 yards on 9 rushes. And, you know, this is looking to be his game. They found their drive. They found their will here. They're lining up again. Drones takes the snap. Play action pass. Dumped outside. He's blown up, but there is a flag. Is it holding on the offense here? An eligible man downfield is going to call this, is going to bring this back here. Thomas McLean. And, but Anton Bo, just leading this charge down the field, and it's what you need sometimes. It can't always be on your quarterback as we come to 1st and 15 here on the 23-yard line. Drones changing the play. Bench formation. He'll take the snap. Dropping back. Drones. Back down. Welcome back here to the third quarter. First and 10 here for Ramona. 6 minutes left here in the third. Throws an outside screen pass. Gets the first there. Kyron Drones finds his most reliable target so far today in Banks. Up to the 7-yard line now. Drones, bench formation, under center. Takes the snap. Handing off to Bo. Bo ripping one and he shakes off a couple tackles. And he goes for the touchdown. Anton Bo finds pay dirt. And for the first time this game, a touchdown. Scored here, a great handoff, and the man who really led the drive down the field gets to finish it by plowing through 4 or 5 defenders and finding his way into the end zone. A great run there, and what a momentum spark there for the Ramona Rams. As here comes the extra point, all that stands between them and a 4-point lead. The kick is up, and it is good as Ramona finally leading a drive, a 3-minute drive, 80 yards on 7 plays. Most of that thanks to Anton Bo. Modern Day here is going to get this ball back with plenty of time to go here in this third quarter as the kick is up and away. And here comes the return. He's up to the 20, finding a hole, but he'll be met down at the 28-yard line. And back out comes Sean Bowe and Jacob Kisling, who's had nothing short of a fantastic season, up to 930 yards and 5 touchdowns on the season. And, you know, especially in this moment, you got to expect them to try and feed him the ball. Here's the handoff to Williams, and he'll be met. Had to drag a guy to even get 1 yard there. 2nd and 9 coming up. Modern Day under center here is Bo. Bo takes the snap. Off to Williams, who up the middle shakes off 2 defenders, but he'll be brought down for a 3rd and 2 here. And, you know, this game has really just been all about this 3rd down. And they'll stack 3 to the left. No back in the backfield. Bo with the snap. Quick throw for the easy completion. And a lot more than the initial and a 1st down here. A great throw there to his trusty tight end, to Vincent. And now you got to expect this defense to lock in, or Modern Day is going to come down and regain their lead here. It seems as if both offenses have kind of found a rhythm, found their drive. And, you know, you got to hope, if you're Ramona, that their defense can stand up and continue to play how they played earlier in this game. As here comes another 1st down. Modern Day approaching Ramona territory. Play clock's winding down here. Bo takes the snap, dropping back. A big throw over the middle is completed for a 14-yard gain there. And we already know the man, Jacob Kisling. And like we said, he's going to be the main target as they come down this field here. Watch the blitz here for Ramona. Beachcomb finding his way, gets the hit on the quarterback. The ball comes out, and DeVincent with a 9-yard catch, as Michkov laid the boom there on Bo just half a second too late. Couldn't get the sack. 2nd and 1 coming up here. Here's the snap. Bo looking. Pocket collapsing. Deep throw, and it's swatted away. Looked like it could have been picked. Not a fantastic decision to throw that ball into seemingly double coverage. 3rd and 1 now. Hoping they pick up a stop here on their own 28 is Ramona. Bo takes the snap. Looking, pocket collapsing, throws the out, and he will not get there. 4th and inches. And an interesting decision for Modern Day here. Do you go for it, or do you take the points that have been so hard to come by? And they're going to go for it on 4th and inches. Big play here. Hand it off, and he'll get the first. Hasn't been able to find much success on the ground today, but right there he gets exactly what he needed to keep this drive alive on 4th down.
That's a heart-crushing run right there.
And there, like we said, that's what it's been most of today. Just absolutely stuffed up for a loss of 1 there. And, you know, Bo seems frustrated here with the run game as he's stepping back, looking to take the snap. Another handoff, and it's blown up in the backfield again. And this Ramona D-line will not let the ground game beat them. It's 3rd and 12 now. Likely a throw here. Third quarter winding down. Takes the snap. The last play of the third quarter. Dumped off and shut down by Matt Michkov. And they will force a field goal attempt here on 4th and 7. As we head to the fourth, Ramona's up 7-3.
Yeah, not the exact game that you expected. Not the game that it was the last week, the last time this team's two played. Very interesting game. But it's been a game that I think many people can enjoy. Maybe not if you like offense, but if you like defense, this game has been nothing short of a masterclass on both sides defensively. Both teams have found a way to keep the other out of the end zone, obviously up until the third quarter where Ramona finally broke through. But this game is still a 1-point game. The ball is in Kyron Drones' hands with a chance to take the lead. Well, take this lead and make it even larger if they can get there. We'll see what happens. Wallaby Warbles and You Suck have not made it easy for them on the edges, and the D-line continues to wreak havoc all over the offensive line. Let's hope that they can't have any more risky penalties as well as just overall miscues on offense. They're going to need as much of Anton Bowe can give them.
And under center here, dropping back. Drones fires and finds his guy, I believe Ryan Williams there for a gain of 6. And that's a good drive starter there. You stay ahead of the change, you keep yourself confident in that pass game, and now you can pretty much do whatever on 2nd and 4 here. Is Drones takes the snap, off to Anton Bowe, finds a hole for the first down, about a 7-yard gain there. And he's having probably one of his best games of the season here is Anton Bowe, up to 73 yards on 11 rushes. And, you can't really ask for more from the man, besides hopefully for him to rip off like a 60-yard touchdown here. As Drones under center, hands it off to Bowe, and he'll be met for a gain of 3. It's a good on Bowe there. That play seemed to fall apart, and he still picks up the 3 there. Now a trips on his right. Kyron Drones takes the snap. Looking, clean pocket, falling apart. Just has to get rid of it, throws it behind Ryan Williams, but a smart decision there, just get the ball out. That pocket was collapsing quickly, and now the dreadful 3rd and long coming up for the Rams. Drones with the snap, has to roll out and throw the ball away there as nothing available. And the modern day defense gets yet another important stop here. And another punt coming for Ramona. And, if you're modern day, you need to come down and get points on this drive. You cannot give this Ramona team the football back. The punt there, not so great to the 28. But Sean Bowe hoping to come lead his team out to their first touchdown of the day here. And, let's take a look at running back Jacob Williams. Really hasn't been able to get his feet going at all today. I believe he's got 23 yards on over 10 carries, a rough game for him today. But they're hoping to get him some better looks here as Bowe ready to take the snap. Sitting in the pocket, it's clean. A deep throw, swatted away into double coverage. Michkov was there. They cannot come down with it. But an important stop on the first play of the drive. Again, Bowe with the snap. Throws the out to Williams, and he'll be met by Matt Michkov in the backfield for a tackle for loss. 3rd and 11 coming up here, and this is where these teams have both struggled on these 3rd and long scenarios. And, Sean Bowe needs to come up with some magic here. Looking here, 2 to each side. Bowe dropping back, the pocket collapsing. Carter Hart hits him as he throws, and it's incomplete. 4th and 11, a punt coming up here, and Carter Hart has just been an absolute game wrecker today, making him throw that ball away here. And Ramona's going to get the ball back with 9 minutes to go in this game, and you got to hope if you're the offense, you can come down and score here, as they'll start with pretty solid field position up at the 32. And we take a look at Anton Bowe, 76 yards on 12 rushes and a touchdown. You got to think they'll lean to him some more.
Absolutely. That's the guy. That's the man you got to lean on. As we said, he's already had a better game than the last time these two teams played. You just got to hope that whatever Anton Bo can give you is what can get you to the end of this finish line. He's made plays. There he goes. He gets 2 yards there on the run. But he's made plays this game. I think they need to continue to give him the ball, try to work and get back to that play action. It's been really fooling these edges. They've been able to contain a lot of the pressure. They try to blitz there. Ryan Williams breaks off a tackle. He's going to go to 30, the 25, the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Ramona Rams. Ryan Williams, huge play. And that's how you get the team going. And that may just be the dagger in the Monarchs' heart.
What a throw here. It's a good check down, and Ryan Williams makes 2 guys run into each other, slips off, and nobody is catching the speedster down the sideline. He's amped. The fans are amped, and we're amped up in the booth. A fantastic play there for Ramona, and a chance to put them up by 8 here with 8 minutes to go in this game. And now Modern Day is down by 8. They need a huge drive here to stay alive in this game. But what a fantastic play by Ryan Williams, and just fantastic footwork, catching the ball, making 2 guys miss, and not a soul is able to catch you down the field. Just a fantastic play as Modern Day will return this kickoff. And he'll get up to probably around the 28 there. And here comes Sean Bowe. They know what they need. They have to drive down this field, and they need to score. You're kind of running low on time now with 8 minutes. You can't take a 3-minute drive and settle for 3. It's just not possible at this point. Hoping for 7 here. Bowe under center. Takes the snap, and here's the handoff to Williams. Trying to find space, and he'll be brought down for a gain of 6. A good run there for Williams. And that's another good drive starter. Anytime you can pick up six yards on first down, it's a good start. Looking here. Bowe. Motioning across. Here comes the snap, the blitz. He's got to throw it away, and met in the backfield. 3rd and 8. A fantastic tackle there. Thumps him. And now a 3rd and 8 here, and you've got to wonder, is this 4 down territory for Modern Day, or are they confident in their defense to pick up a stop? But here comes Bowe. Taking the snap, dropping back, makes the throw, and he's wide open over the middle, hanging on through the big hit, and a first down to keep this drive going. I guess we won't know if it's 4th down territory quite just yet. A great throw over the middle, hangs on through the big hit, and approaching Ramona territory now. They do need 8 points. Lining up under center is Bowe. Bowe takes the snap, handing off to Williams, who finds a gap for 8 yards. A good run there again for Williams. He's starting to find his legs here as this game comes late. 5.5 minutes to go in bench formation here. Bowe motions across. Dropping back. Play action pass. A throw. Caught by DeVincent. A great throw with the man draped all over him. The big tight end makes the first down happen as we tick down under 5 minutes to go in this game. On the 33 of Ramona. Sean Bowe takes the snap. Play action pass. Throws it out to Williams, his running back, who steps out of bounds. Had a whole lot of field in front of him, but only picks up 3 there. Looking again, back in this bench formation. It's been working for them. Bowe takes the snap, dropping back, a throw to DeVincent, held on to after the hit from Michkov. That's 10 receptions now for DeVincent, having himself a game, 10 catches, 77 yards, and a critical 3rd and 1 here as we approach 4 minutes. Bowe motions the back out of the field, looking, the throw over the middle, it's caught, shrugs off a tackle, and down to the 4-yard line they go. Modern Day leaving a drive out here, putting it all out. A great throw there, wide open over the middle. Picks up some extra yards after the contact, and going to set them up great here for a chance with 4 yards to go. 3 timeouts. 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go. 1st and goal here for Sean Bowe. Takes the snap. Dropping back, hit as he throws, and they break up there. Michkov gets his hand in the way. He says, no way. Strapped him up there. 2nd and goal. 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Bowe takes the snap. Looking, thrown wide open. DeVincent scores, and you got to expect the 2-point conversion coming up here for Mater Dei.
You had to expect he was going to get the ball. He's played amazing, so well all game. Great throw. Looks like a miscommunication there. Ace Core Jr. Cinco Moore get caught up on each other. But a great read. What a rub route. Finds him right there in the flat. Beautiful play there by Mater Dei. And now 2-point looming. We may have ourselves a chance at an overtime game. But there's still 3 minutes left. Let's see what happens here on the 2-point conversion.
The biggest play of the game up to this point here. Bo motions. DeVincent out wide. Takes the snap. Looking. Throws. DeVincent gets the 2-point conversion on top of his touchdown. And we are tied with 3 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter of this divisional matchup. But Kyron Drones and the Ramona Rams with 3 minutes and 3 timeouts are going to get this football back. And you got to hope, if you're a Ramona fan here, that Kyron can lead his team back down the field here and put this game away. There's a very real chance Mater Dei does not see this ball again in this regulation period. What does Ramona have to do on this drive to ensure that?
Like you just said, you've got to run the clock. You've got 3 minutes and 8 seconds. You put on your chew clock, you run this clock down, you're giving the ball to Anton Bowe. If you can find the play action, you try to find your man, Ryan Williams. But if you can't, you continue to run the ball. Take the shots when you need to, but do not leave time on this clock. The offense is dangerous. They've shown they can make plays. I mean, there you go. Devin Durant already. Great play. But as I said, continue to run down the clock, continue to make plays. This is an offense that is struggling as far as the red zone department. 37% red zone percentage. They had the most trips. They've had the most trips in red zones, but they come out with only 50. They come out with the most field goals. They don't come out with a lot of touchdowns. So if I'm them and I'm Ramona, you keep the ball moving, but keep the clock rolling as well. There's 5 catches, 111 yards. Great game from Ryan Williams. But yeah, there goes a 2-minute warning. I would say they're doing a pretty well job, but they gotta continue to pound the rock. They haven't done it yet, but the clock is moving, so that's the good thing we can take from it.
They're rolling up close to field goal range now. Curious to see when Mater Dei's timeouts will come. A screen pass there, a pancake block. The first down picked up, and the clock's going to keep rolling here. Ramona with the time to do whatever they please here. A throw, a caught over the middle here. 2nd and 2 on the 34, just marching their way deeper into field goal range. 1 minute and 10 seconds left to go here. 2nd and 2. The snap. Handing off to Bowe, and he's met in the backfield, and there's a timeout with 1 minute, 7 seconds left. Now you just have to be careful here. Do not lose yards. You are in your field goal range. The snap here, they'll hand it off. The smart play, but Bowe breaks free, a first down run, and another timeout comes. 15 rushes for 83 yards for the big man in the backfield. And this is going to set up Ramona for an excellent shot to win this game here. And another handoff to Anton Bowe. He'll be tackled for a 1-yard loss, but Mater Dei out of timeouts. 2nd and 11 on the 29-yard line. You got to expect another run here. And I mean, they have timeouts. They can do whatever they want here. They'll likely try and kill this clock and set up for a game-winning field goal. Ramona lining up. Showing run. Taking the snap. It's handed off to Bowe, who finds a hole. Breaks a tackle. It's 3rd and 2. A first down for sure seals this game. 35 seconds to go. Drones. Takes the snap. Off to Bowe. And he'll be met, but he's down. Ramona with plenty of timeouts. All 3 timeouts. They can run this down to 1 second if they please. 7, 6, 5. They need to get the snap off. The snap. The kick. It is good. The Rams take it in a thriller. 17-14 is your final score. Anton Bowe and Ryan Williams combined the 2 drives that won them this football game. And Mater Dei takes their 2nd loss of the season to the Ramona Rams. That's going to be a big blow to their chances to win the division as Ramona moves to 8-3-1. a fantastic game there, heated up in the second half. And I mean, a defensive classic here today. But Ramona sneaks away with the win.
Absolutely couldn't have said it any better. Magnificent win. That's how you come out in battle. And I mean, it's funny that both scores of both games ended 17-14 in different ways, but both games ended 17-14. Ramona now ties up the series 2-2 with this modern day team. Plenty more to come as we have two sophomore quarterbacks that are going to want to get that one back really, really soon. Very good game. Possibly even see them in the playoffs. Great game. Very, very, very technical game defensively. Couldn't ask for a better game, especially in a divisional game like this with so much on the line. 7-4 for modern day, but you still expect to see them continue to roll and continue to have an incredible season. Best of luck to them. They've continued to play hard and continue to play as great as they have. As far as Ramona's side, shout out to the defense, especially the entire defense. Can't really name a certain player that really shelled out, but every single player played their role. Offensively, as you said, Anton Bowe, great game. Ryan Williams, great game. You hope to see plenty more from them as well. We have a really big game against St. Francis coming up, and then a bye week. And then we have 4 straight games of a gauntlet that they're going to need to go through to continue to keep this division lead, because this modern-day team is hungry, and they want that lead. But that's it for us. An amazing game for the Riverside Ramona squad. The Rams continue to roll. Until next time, we're out.